Right. How's my hair look? Does it look okay?
Sexy.
Out of control?
Super good. Ready?
Hey there, welcome back. This is video 1 of Conversations
By the Fire Door.
by the Fire Door. I'm Patrick Kitches, and this is Zach Frank,
Hi guys.
aka Health Coach Zach.
In the flesh.
Welcome back. This is where we hang out and chat. We have many conversations. Thanks so much for joining us. And today we are talking about how
dieting sucks.
dieting pretty much sucks. This is not a diet.
This is not a diet. What? Yeah. No. Not a diet.
We don't adopt to any diets necessarily.
We don't conform to anything.
We really don't.
Right. But no, seriously. Diets suck.
They do.
How many diets have you been on? Ask yourself that question. Give you a moment to ask that. Answer that, I mean.
I've been on a few diets in my day.
Yeah. I've tried many too. Dieting sucks. Why? Why does it suck, Patrick?
I think diets are flawed from the get-go, and primarily because it plants the seed of restriction and deprivation.
Yeah.
It's the do's and the don'ts. It's like, this is what you can have, this is what you cannot have.
Yeah.
So now, anytime you falter into the cannots, because these are the sweets and the tempting.
You're a loser.
Yeah, you just lost. And now you feel frustrated, you feel defeated.
Right.
You feel like you're a failure in
What's the
life. Yeah. And you give up, and so everything goes out the window.
Yeah.
So maybe you follow your diet Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday night you end up going out for a happy hour, you eat some cheese fries and a burger, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, and you go home and have some ice cream, and then the whole weekend's shot.
Yeah.
Because you're like, well, I'm not on my diet,
Right.
I'm just gonna do this.
And maybe it's another 3 months before you gear up enough emotional energy to be like, I've got to do something again. I'm going on another diet.
Right.
And it never comes, and it never works. So why would you ever be motivated to do it again? That's why it takes so much energy.
Totally. Yeah, and the thing about it is people are being pushed towards diets because it's a huge
You can check me on this,
industry.
but I'm pretty sure it's, what is it, 30
$1
billion
billion
a
industry.
year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fact check us.
Yeah.
Fact check us. Fact check us.
Yes.
But yeah, $30 freaking billion. So, and it's only growing. And there's a new diet book every single year. Yet we're all getting bigger and bigger and sicker and sicker. So what is going on?
Yeah, what's the problem?
What's the problem?
What's the root problem? And the root problem is that diets are built to fail because it's a mindset issue. Because you're living in a state of deprivation as opposed to focusing on the nourishment of what foods give you. So we have a concept that we like to adopt and implement. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that.
The concept that we recommend to all our clients is called crowding out. Crowding out. So we've already established that diets, in their truest sense of the word that most people understand them, is focused on deprivation, what you cannot have. Crowding out takes the approach of, I don't care what bad things you're eating, what bad habits you have. I don't care if you eat a large Domino's pizza every night. Right now, I do not care.
Right.
What I care about is what is one thing you can bring in to start crowding out that habit. So let's say a lot of my clients are drinking soda when they first initially come to see me. How do we crowd soda out? If I came at them and I said, Patrick, no more Mountain Dew. You're with Health Coach Zach. What would you do? You might lie to my face and be like, okay. Walking out the door, you'd be cussing me out. Right? What if I say, Patrick, enjoy those Mountain Dews. Love them up. I don't care how many you have right now. But I want you to commit to having 2 of these. right?
Done.
One in the morning and one in the afternoon. A couple things are going to happen. There's more liquid coming in your body, so you're not going to have as much room for the Mountain Dew, right? You're going to probably feel better, so you might have better energy, so you don't crave the next Mountain Dew. A lot of different changes are going to happen, but eventually, if you commit to a water habit, there's going to be less room for the Mountain Dew.
Right.
Then we might crowd something else out. What could be another example, you think?
It could be all kinds of things. If, let's say, for lunch, you like to go to McDonald's because you're on the road all the time and you need something that's quick and efficient and tasty. Yeah, McDonald's cheeseburgers. Yeah, I mean they are engineered to hit your palate, and you just wow.
Taste amazing. We're not going to sit here and say they do
No,
not taste amazing.
they taste insane.
Yeah.
I mean, because like whatever chemicals they have in
But
there.
we're going to McDonald's.
All right, yeah, McDonald's break. McDonald's break. But if you just decide that I'm going to have a big salad with healthy fats and some proteins and lots of variety of veggies right before I eat McDonald's. So if you commit to that, it's like don't not have McDonald's. Have a big salad with a side of cheeseburger.
Right.
That's fine.
Go for it.
Yeah, but you may or may not find that salad makes you feel nourished and energized and clear-headed and more positive about just your existence. And as soon as you have that cheeseburger, it just all goes downhill. You're like, what just happened? Why did I do that to myself?
Yeah.
And then every time you start to see a pattern is, I'm having, these foods that are crushing my metabolism and my internal organs and my soul. I'm like, I'm literally dying, and I keep doing this to myself for some reason. Eventually, you're just gonna crack if you've established that habit of always having a salad. But you have to start to just kind of push that stuff out. But don't just decide you're gonna deprive yourself of that either, because probably not for everybody, but you're physically addicted to it. Super addicted, depending on how much you've been having and how long you've been having it. Food, don't get us wrong, food is a drug.
Absolutely.
And more so now than it ever was because of the engineering that's going on behind it. Doritos is they're a smart company.
Right.
Just like bleep that out because I don't know if we should knock it directly on a brand.
Right. Well, I already bashed Domino's, but
oh yeah, that's right. Maybe we can bash. These are private videos. These are private videos.
Food
Oh yeah, good point.
Dude.
Yeah. Vani Hari, you're killing it out there. Keep doing that. Foodbabe.com. Check her out. She's awesome.
Yeah.
Anyways, they're smart. They know that if you're addicted to Doritos, you're gonna want more. And if the more you want and the more you eat, the more you buy, the more money they make.
Just like any drug dealer on the corner.
Of course.
What are they going to do?
Yeah.
So, and let's be honest. You knew that. We just did not probably share any new information. So what is going to get you off of the drug?
Right.
That is crappy food.
Yep.
It's going to be a crowding out approach for 9 out of 10 people. Some people are wired in a way that they wake up one morning and said, I'm done.
Right.
I'm not doing it anymore. Right? Those are the exceptions.
They're the rarity.
They are rare.
Especially from our experience helping
Super
people,
rare.
It's very rare.
Yes. So if you are here listening to our videos, hopefully you have some interest in becoming a healthier version of yourself. What we are saying is don't think about all the bad stuff that you are currently doing. Whatever that is, let it fall where it will. We want you to talk to yourself about and be honest with yourself about what little change can I start to make to bring in a new habit that is going to give me less time, less energy, less room in my stomach to make the bad choices that I'm currently making that I don't want to make, but I can't seem to break.
Right. Yeah, and that's it. That's just the first step.
Step.
Don't even think about the rest of it. Don't think about your relationships. Don't think about your sleep. Don't think about anything yet. Just think about one thing that you can make today, and then consistently do it day in, day out, indefinitely.
And then, when you're not consistent, say, oops, I wasn't consistent, and start over again.
Right.
We don't expect perfection.
No.
And you shouldn't either.
And it's not a light switch.
That's why
where
we're
all
called
of a sudden,
healthy humans, not healthy robots.
Right, exactly. we are flawed across the board. You know, we're flawed big time. I make
Super
mistakes all the time.
Yeah.
Like all the time. And we all do. So be okay with that. So I think today in this video, we challenge you to commit to one change in your life, one healthy thing that you can bring in to help crowd out the bad.
One change.
And we want you to comment below this video in the comments thread, the Facebook comments thread. And once you do that, we're going to see your name in that comments thread, and we're going to know what you've committed to us on.
Absolutely. We want you guys to come up with something that you can be like, all right, I know I want to get better in some regard. What is one step that I can make? When you're coming up with this step, make sure that it's not so easy that it's a joke. Like, oh, I will have a sip of water. But not so challenging that it's going to overwhelm you and kind of put you in that dieting mindset of this is too big, I'm going to fail. Make it something that you know is going to fit within your schedule, your current workload, your current commitments in life, and say, yeah, I can do that. And that could be maybe something on the physical activity side you're crowding out. Maybe it's I'm doing nothing right now, I can commit to a 10-minute walk. And that's what I'm committing to.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yep. A few other examples could be your 1 hour before you go to bed, you're going to turn off all your electronics.
Yes.
And to help with your sleep. Or you're going to black out your room to protect your sleep. Or maybe it's
5 deep breaths before you go to bed.
There it is. Yeah. Or when you wake up in the morning and lay in bed and breathe and catch your breath and kind of just visualize what you want to make happen that day. Anything. It could be all kinds of things. And we can discuss below in the comments as well.
Yeah. Hopefully this concept makes sense though, and we use it day in, day out with our daily clients, and it just totally sets them up for success because they're not, I see people save up their energy and be like, Monday is when I'm starting my diet. This, you can just start, and don't worry about all the bad stuff that's going to happen, or it will, that you classify as bad stuff, because the more good habits you bring into your life, the less room there is for the bad stuff, and it's a great way to get on a path to success.
Totally. And below the video, we have a PDF that we want you to print out and just write down what you're committing to. It just says, I commit to, and then write it down on a piece of paper. I challenge you to tape that on your bathroom mirror so you see it every day.
Absolutely.
Just remind yourself, and if you forget that day, no big deal, but the next day it'll be there, the next day it'll be there. And just start there, and that's it.
And if you're not in a place where you can commit to yourself, that's ideally what we want. Commit to Patrick and I. Write down, I'm doing this for you guys. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm scared about it. I think you guys are total losers, but I will commit to you guys. Right?
Totally. And feel free to email me that. And I will read it, and I will respond, and I'll be excited for you. Yeah. My email is patrick@myfoundationfitness.com.
Mine is zach@healthcoachzach.com. You can copy both of us. If you say, guys, I need you to check in with me every 3 days, we will do it. We want to get you guys, this first video is just to get you out of the gate to get a little win, to feel what it tastes like to commit to doing something healthier, actually going and doing it and seeing those results. I guarantee you're going to feel excited and get some momentum to carry on lots more stuff that we're going to talk about. So, crowding out.
That's
Anything else?
I think that's it.
I'm going to crowd you out of the shot.
Boom. Good. See you next time, guys. Hopefully it recorded.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Is it still going?
Still going.
Oh! Success!
He's got that Clark Kent thing going.
This guy right here.
You got one little Clark Kent. Yeah, we're going to know. And Patrick and I are going to take screenshots and post them on our wall at home. And just really focus on what you committed to. Let's cut that out. I don't know what
We will check in on you though on what you committed.
We're trying to figure out how we can check in on you, but we're going to.
We definitely will.
No, no, no.